The goddess is above me, the goddess is below me, the goddess is before me, the goddess is behind me, the goddess is all around me, the goddess is within me, the goddess is within me, the goddess is around me. Blessings of the great goddess, as one and as many. Happy Women's History Month and blessings on the upcoming International Women's Day. International Women's Day happens every year on March 8th. So in 2022, it's Tuesday, March 8th. That's tomorrow. And if you have checked out me on social media in the past, you know one of the ways that I observe International Women's Day is to do some public awareness about goddess spirituality. The great goddess, the divine feminine, as one and in multiple forms. So tomorrow, Tuesday, March 8th, I will be doing a live stream to the Selena Fox Updates Facebook page and connecting with the divine as goddess in a more universalist sense, but also honoring some specific forms of the divine feminine. Some goddesses from across cultures and through time. Through time, in Europe, sometimes the goddess took a kind of abstract form. Some call these bird goddesses. Another ancient image that has become used as a form of connecting with Mother Earth is known as the Willendorf goddess, or Venus of Willendorf. When the archaeologists found this, and it's like about 4 inches, a little more than 4 inches tall, made of limestone in a cave in Willendorf, Austria, 35,000 years ago. This was in that cave. Well, archaeologists were pretty much using Venus for any type of female form that had a fertility dimension in their consciousness. Well, we know Venus is just one of a whole variety of goddesses amongst ancient Romans, but there are lots of different goddesses around the world, across cultures through the ages. So the Willendorf goddess has come to be a symbol for Mother Earth on many people's altars. So we'll take a look at some old goddesses. We'll take a look at some goddesses that some people might not call a goddess. However, this form of Saint Mary, Our Lady of Guadalupe, actually is what I call an interfaith multicultural goddess, because she combines dimensions of Tonantzin, the ancient corn mother of pre-Christian Mexico, with the Virgin Mary. So some more about her. And of course, there's some particular goddesses. I work with Bridget a lot. This is Brigantia. She is a fierce protector. This is one of her warrior forms. And yes, I live in north central USA. There are some Great Lakes in this area and lots of smaller lakes and other water bodies. But I also have a really deep connection with the ocean. So one of my favorite forms of the ocean mother, Yemaya, Imaja, and not only honored in Brazil and Africa in the USA, but many places around the world. And of course, I've got Bas, the cat goddess. I have Hola, or Holda, a Germanic goddess. It is said that she has a down cloak, and when she shakes it, it snows. Well, she's shaking her cloak here in Wisconsin this morning. And I have one of my favorite goddesses that's now multicultural, interreligious, Kuan Yin, or Kanan. She goes by many names, goddess of compassion. And these are just a few of the goddess forms I'll be talking about and working with in the International Women's Day Goddess Spirituality ceremony I'm doing tomorrow about this time. Actually, 9 a.m. Central, going to 9:30, so we'll be ending about this time. I have Persephone here. It is a silk scarf that was based on a suffragette poster for getting women the right to vote in the USA. And spring is coming, even though right now when you look outside the window, you'll see a lot of snow. But spring is a wonderful time for new life, learning new things, and March is a great month to celebrate women's history and herstory. So I hope you'll be able to join me tomorrow. If you have a particular form of the Divine Feminine, a particular goddess that you're aligned with, that you work with, you may want to bring an image, a symbol, or something else connected with that goddess for our ceremony tomorrow. And yes, International Women's Day is about celebrating women's history, and I see that I have an opportunity to bring my scarf up a little closer. And yes, we're going to connect in some old ways and some new ways. Thank you all for tuning in. Speaking of goddesses, Ostara gives her name to spring equinox festivals that many of us do. We have our Welcome Spring Festival on Saturday, March 19th. It's online and registration just opened. So if you want to join in, you can go to the Circle Sanctuary website, circlesanctuary.org, and get more information. I'm doing a brand new workshop, New Life Spring Forth. It's based on a spring equinox chant that I created decades ago, and we're going to take a good look at ways of welcoming in spring and connecting with new life in ourselves and in our world. Bright blessings, goddess blessings. Thank you all for tuning in.